Hello, hello, Capricorn. Intuitive Soul Coach here with your June full moon read. Today we'll be diving into the energy of the full moon, which does happen to land on around June 24th, depending on your location. So we'll be taking a look at the energy of what you'll be celebrating around that time, what your untapped spiritual gifts and greatest strengths are, a message from Spirit, how you've grown during this cycle, and the steps that you can take to continue growing along this path. So welcome if you are new, and welcome if you are returning. I'm so glad to have you here. Please take what resonates, as this is a general collective reading for Capricorn, and leave the rest behind. If it does resonate, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. And if you're interested in signing up for a free reading or even a personal reading, you can find both of those links in the description box below. So we're going to dive right in here for you, Capricorn. What is it that you will be celebrating during this cycle? What is it that you're celebrating? Ooh, a spiritual union. All right. Let's take a look here and dive in. Let's get a closer picture. So it looks like we have the Two of Cups energy. It's some sort of union here. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. A lot of times it is, but it is some sort of high level commitment here. This is an important partnership. Could be soulmate energy as well, but it's a meeting of the minds here. It's some sort of love coming in that's balanced, something that you're either calling in or you're attracting. So let's take a look and see what this spiritual union is all about. I mean, it certainly could be a separation as well, or, a divorce, or just a time of needing space to connect back into that spiritual state of mind here, because these cards typically usually read the upright, which is why I will be clarifying here. So what is this about? So we have competition here with the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands energy shows up as some sort of obstacle, some sort of competition or rivalry here. So if you are trying to compete in some sort of spiritual union at this time, let's take a look and see what else is going on here. I'm hearing the name Jennifer, so please take it as it resonates here. Okay, Jennifer. And then at the bottom, we do have the Queen of Cups here. Queen of Cups is what you don't see coming. So we have the Sun energy in reverse. So this is some sort of, I'm feeling that you were in this spiritual union here of somebody that you really wanted to be with, somebody that you were putting a lot of time, energy, and effort into. But I feel like there was constant competition, whether this was you competing for somebody's love, affection, and time. But I feel like, the question here is, what are you celebrating? So we're celebrating either some sort of finalization of a union, or we're celebrating a reunion coming back together. Because at one point, this person or this union did make you very happy with the Sun card, but something happened between the two of you that left things a little bit up in the air, a little bit shaky here. This is all about you wanting to spend your time with somebody, enjoy your life, and share it with them. This is about good health. This is about public recognition and fame. This is about success here and vitality. So I feel like at one point, this person met some of those needs for you, but something happened where you kind of had to put up your personal bubble, your personal space here with the Seven of Wands energy, and stand your ground. This is you defending your position. Somebody that's coming in, if you felt like you had to put in all the effort and energy and work to try to make something and build something, and you were constantly competing for somebody's affection, it's time for you to walk away from that energy, because you can be your best on your own, is what I am picking up on here for you, Capricorn. So if you are in that separated state of mind here with the spiritual union, then that is exactly what it is that we are celebrating. Spirit, can we please get a couple more cards regarding this spiritual union going on, this Two of Cups energy? Is this a divorce? Is this just a separation? Okay, we have the Wheel showing up in the upright position. So maybe you're manifesting or calling in a new union, a new relationship. For many of you, maybe you already have your eye on someone, but the Wheel here is all about fate stepping in and intervening. It's a happy, unexpected change. If you felt like maybe you've had bad luck in a certain area of your life here, this is where fate steps in, intervenes, and said, well, guess what? You've been through the ringer. We're giving you something good. And I feel like that's what it is that you're celebrating. Yeah, because there was some sort of emotional loss in the past in a relationship with this Five of Cups energy. There was something that you felt betrayed, felt disappointed in. There was some sort of bitterness based on what somebody did to you. I'm feeling because somebody didn't choose you, that you had to keep fighting for their attention, fighting for their love, and they weren't giving it in return. There's a little bit of bitterness that you had to forgive and leave behind. But I feel like that's what you're celebrating here, Capricorn. You're celebrating finally getting back up and turning this sun back into the upright position here and moving forward. Your luck is changing. So in a way, if you're walking away from a union here, there's a new union coming in. There's a change in your luck here because you're finally feeling at your personal best again. You're finally feeling like you can pick up the pieces and move on. So I am liking this for you. I'm liking the energy of this spiritual union. All right, so let's take a look. What is your untapped spiritual gift and greatest strength? What is your untapped spiritual gifts and greatest strengths at this time? Awareness. Yeah, great. Major arcana energy here. This is the Magician. Your greatest strength here is that you can manifest what it is that you want to happen in your life, Capricorn. The Magician is all about tapping into the resources that they already have. This is you using your natural talents, you taking action in a situation, and you believing enough in yourself that you can make it happen. So the difference between the Fool energy, which is the 0, is the seed being planted. And then you actually, your gift here is that you not only have that seed, that Fool energy of a new beginning, taking that leap of faith, but you actually have the resources, as we all do, to manifest. But you specifically, I feel like you manifest very easy. I'm actually seeing somebody manifesting like a parking spot. You know, when you go in a big parking lot and they're all taking, I feel like you're the kind of person, Capricorn, that can pull in and you're like, oh, well, it's busy, but there's going to be one spot in the front and then somebody just happens to be pulling out. Or maybe you have money on your mind and you're like, I'm going to win off this pull tab, and you win $50 or something like that. So I feel like there's a lot of these little things. Maybe you've even been told that you have a horseshoe up your you know what. But I feel that your luck, even if you felt that your luck hasn't been awesome in the past, that your luck is about to change. So, you know, I'm not saying like go play the lottery or anything like that, which you certainly could. But I'm feeling that there's a lot of prosperity and abundance coming your way. And that's a spiritual gift that you, if you feel like you haven't quite tapped into, it's coming. I feel like this is a strength of yours that even if you're unaware of it at this time, it's something that's coming in for you. We have death and rebirth showing up to clarify this manifesting. So you manifested some sort of an ending here, Capricorn. The death card is about a transformation. It's a time of ending. It's about rebirth, letting go to bring in a new chapter. So you're not shutting the book. You're just turning the page and starting a new chapter here with the death energy. This is a very beautiful card because it means you've outgrown a cycle and you're moving into the next stage. Again, the next chapter. We have the Page of Wands showing up in reverse. So the Page of Wands is, in the past, there may have been some sort of lack of motivation, or you were really eager to start something here. And it could have been that you tried too quickly to do something and it just didn't get off the ground. But I feel like now you're seeing things from a new perspective here. You have the awareness, you have the gifts, the talents, the natural abilities, and one of the biggest pieces, you have the belief to manifest what it was that you were very passionate about and what you wanted to get off the ground. So I feel like this is really huge for you moving forward into this full moon cycle into July as well, and that new moon in July. I'm actually hearing July 3rd for many of you. I don't know if that's somebody's birthday, a wedding event. I don't know what day that lands on, but there's something around the July 3rd time here that I want you to pay attention to, because I'm really getting a big hit with this Page of Wands. Some creative, passionate, it could be an idea, it could be you meet this passionate, fiery person. It could mean that you are manifesting really, really hot that day. So just pay attention to that date, July 3rd again. I'm also hearing the name Christopher. Christopher is coming in. It could be your name. Please take it as it resonates, Capricorn. So let's take a look at your messages from Spirit. What does Spirit have for you during this full moon, June 24th energy? What does Spirit have for my beautiful Capricorns? Thank you. All right, we have spiritual strength. Okay, this is the Nine of Wands energy. This is you having the final push, the final determination, and finding motivation in a difficult time. So again, if you feel like you've been going through a difficult time here, Capricorn, this is the universe saying we have your back. You have the spiritual strength. You have the spiritual help. You are being divinely guided at this time and divinely protected. And we are here to help you walk this path and walk this journey. The Nine of Wands is all about having the discipline, having the persistence to finish what it is that you started. Again, with that Queen or that Wands energy, that Page of Wands, something in the past you weren't able to get off the ground, you're either giving a second chance to, or you're going to have a new idea that may be similar to that, or a new love interest that could be similar to somebody in the past. Or some of you are thinking, nope, I don't want anybody from the past, but some of you want a second chance. But some of you, and this is what I'm getting, so don't shoot the messenger here. Some of you really did like the characteristics and the traits that somebody brought in from the past. And, obviously there were traits because you picked them, right? But you have the spiritual strength to manifest new and to manifest a new beginning. This is the card of the wounded warrior as well. So what Spirit is saying for you at this time is you have been through the ringer. You have been through a hard time in your past, Capricorn. You can get through anything because you aren't walking this path alone. You are being guided. I almost just seen the image of the footprints. Take it as it resonates, the footprints of Jesus carrying you. You can maybe you have a picture, or maybe you just seen that poem, but it's about you being carried in a time of deep pain, of deep hurt in the past here. So you have the spiritual strength to move forward in any situation here. And I feel like that's what the guides are telling you at this time is, wow, we have the same exact card. So that is Spirit's double whammy for you, saying, yep, this is what we're trying to tell you right now. You have the determination to get through what it is that you're going through at this time, Capricorn. You have the strength. You don't have to do this alone. Even if you think that you are alone, you don't have to do it alone. You've been wounded. You are that wounded warrior. You're that old soul. You're the one that, I believe we choose our lessons, our strengths, our happiness. We choose these things to come into this life to learn and grow. And the things that you chose before you were incarnated into this human being here, this life, you chose because you wanted your soul to advance. And sometimes you forget how strong you are, Capricorn, and that you actually can get through this stuff. You chose to go through this stuff to advance your soul. And you aren't alone. I feel for many of you, you can actually feel. I feel for some of you, I am hearing the word mediumship here. So you can either feel your ancestors, your loved ones who've passed, or your guides, even if it's just that small whisper, or you get, goosebumps, or you feel the energy. I'm definitely feeling that you have a lot of strength. You have a lot of that. So I'm not even going to go any more cards on this question of a message from Spirit, because we just got double whammy here. So the huge message that they want you to know is that you're not alone, and you can finish what you started, and it will be better than it ever was before. So I'm almost like wowed at that energy, because that's pretty intense. So next question here. How have you grown during this moon cycle? How have you grown during this moon cycle? Wow. Yeah. There is that Sun card again. This is that abundance, that success, that vitality here. So if you one time thought that this was in the past here, you've grown and you've stepped up out of that, and you're finally starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel here. Even if you're going through a hard time, Capricorn, even if you felt in the past that you're never going to see that light, or you're not going to have that abundance, you have something very warm coming in for you. And I say that because it's not just the sun, but I'm feeling very warm, as in it warms your soul. I'm really getting the vibes here of, whatever it is that's coming in for you here regarding that new moon, full moon in July. I feel like it's really going to warm you back up, especially if your heart's been feeling a little bit cold, or if your heart's been a little bit closed due to past situations here. I feel like you've grown a lot and you're opening yourself up. And that's what I'm getting from Spirit. You're opening yourself up to that abundance once again after a time of maybe it being shut off for a little bit. All right. So what do we have here? Yeah, exactly what I was saying. The Three of Swords. You've healed. You've done a lot of healing, Capricorn. I'm so proud of you. You had major heartbreak in the past here, and I'm really connecting it with some sort of union. Again, it doesn't have to be a romantic partner. For many of you, it is. It could be a family member alienating you, rejecting you, abandoning you as well. It could be a lot of things at once that came to you. I am feeling for many of you, I'm seeing three. Even though we have the three here, I almost feel for some of you something happened in threes is what I am getting. So I feel like there was three separate heartbreaks. It means, take that as it resonates here, Capricorn, but I feel like it was almost like a bam, bam, bam. And it wasn't a thank you, ma'am. It was a bam, bam, bam. You're on your knees, and you were on your knees for a bit is what I'm getting here. But you're coming up from that. You're healing from that. You're seeing the situation for what it was, how you can grow and move beyond that at this time. So Spirit, what else do we have here for how my beautiful Capricorns have grown during this moon cycle? Oh, one slipped out here. Yeah, you had a lot of sleepless nights in the past due to that heartbreak. You were up all night. You maybe had nightmares. Maybe you just couldn't sleep, or you tried to work yourself, or you weren't sleeping at all that night. But the Nine of Swords energy is saying there's an ending of this fear, this anxiety, this worry, this suffering, this depression state of mind that maybe you were once in. You're coming out of that once again, and you're seeing again the light at the end of the tunnel. All right. So what steps can you take to continue growing as an evolved human being here, evolved spirit? So what action steps? How can you move forward on your journey? Truth. Wow. This is huge here. This is the Judgment card. It's a reflection. It's your purpose. It's living your truth, your inner. What is it that your inner calling is, Capricorn? What is your higher self telling you to do here? The Judgment card is all about evaluating your life. It's a change of your life path in a direction that you thought you were supposed to be going, but really it's been up for evaluation and you've really been making some decisions, or this is about making decisions and taking the action behind them, where maybe in the past you kind of sat with something for a while. Remember in the beginning, we were talking about that Fool energy of the zero, the new beginning, taking the leap of faith. But really your untapped spiritual gift and potential there is the Magician, the one card of tapping into your resources, believing in yourself and taking action. And that's what I feel with this Judgment card. This is also the card of second chances. This is a wake-up call as well. So this could be, again, for many of you, I see somebody wanting to try to work it out with somebody from the past. Many of you, it's just healing from heartbreak and moving on so you can open yourself up to love again. But it's really deep. This is really deep here. Judgment. I feel like karma has been served to whatever situation of the past happens. So let's clarify this energy here. Spirit, it looks like, karma's been paid for them. What action steps they can stay in their power, stay in their truth, give second chances, open their heart up. But I feel with this card, what I keep hearing is action. So keep taking action. Even if this is baby steps for you, Capricorn, baby steps, opening back up, seeing that light at the end of the tunnel, whether maybe you're talking to a therapist, a soul coach, a counselor, a life coach. Maybe it's just your best friends that you're talking to, but you're trying to heal and get up out of that. And I see good things coming your way, especially, with that double energy. Do you want all these, Spirit? Okay. I guess we're going to be talking a little longer, which is okay. So they want me to clarify this energy here of judgment. Okay. So these are steps that you can take, Capricorn, to continue on your path. How would you like these, Spirit? Okay. I want to say almost all of these are in the upright position here for you, but the first one is the Hanged Man. So we see that again here. It's you surrendering to a situation. You've waited a long time for something and there's been delays, constant delays. You wanted to see results that you just weren't seeing, but finally something is coming in here where you're seeing it from a whole new perspective. So I feel like that's a piece of how you can continue growing, is to make sure that you're seeing the bigger picture of a situation here and not putting others' needs before your own, Capricorn, and really living in your own truth and seeing what makes you happy. We have the Page of Wands showing up once again. So it's pretty much the same energy. We have the same exact cards I've been talking about here. We have the Page of Wands. This is receiving some sort of news of a new beginning, a new passionate beginning. And again, pay attention to that July 3rd date, because I'm feeling really strong about that. But endings bring new beginnings. So again, you could be having a second chance with somebody from the past. This could be just you healing from the past and moving forward in a situation here. But I'm really loving this death energy. I feel like there's a rebirth of something that's really going to be beautiful. That something that caused you a lot of stress, a lot of heartache. The Five of Pentacles shows up here, and this is the energy of feeling left out in the cold. Somebody wasn't putting in their all in a situation, and you felt maybe like you needed to move away from something and focus on your career, focus on your finances, focus on your abundance and your money. Many of you were trying to build something on your own, whether this is a business, whether this was, just focusing and working on your own self-love, your own growth and healing, because the Three of Wands shows up in reverse. And the Three of Wands is, when it shows up in reverse, it's saying that things aren't turning out how you hoped. You kept missing the signs or missing the messages. You weren't getting anywhere in a situation. And the situation you wanted was a new prosperous beginning, a stable beginning, but it just wasn't happening with the person that you wanted it to happen with. And then we have the Emperor showing up as the final card here. So whether this is your person, Capricorn, the Emperor energy here, or this is you, I'm really getting the energy of this is your energy of finally taking that authority, that leadership, you feeling powerful, stable, grounded, you setting those intentions and you moving forward and thinking more logically. You can see here that he has the world around him and he has a chess piece here. And what that means is he doesn't necessarily think with his heart. Not that he doesn't, he certainly does, but he thinks more with his logic instead of his heart. And he makes choices that are rational moving forward because you thought with your heart in the past. You've thought with that heart center and it broke your heart. And, I'm not saying don't ever open your heart up because I certainly want you to here, but I feel like the message for you to continue growing is find that balance between opening up your heart and doing what the logical thing is. I mean, obviously, Capricorn, if somebody is hurting you, not giving enough attention or making you fight for their love, or maybe they're cheating, or maybe there's toxic energy going on. But I'm definitely feeling if somebody in the past isn't ready to step up and meet you for where you're at as well, then there needs to be some sort of either ending balance between the two of you, or maybe you need to revisit that energy at a different time when both of you can meet in the middle here. But I feel like there's a beautiful new opportunity coming in here, a beautiful new opportunity to grow, whether this is with yourself or with another being. So pretty deep messages today, Capricorn, but we have a couple regarding your steps to take to continue growing. We have cancel, clear, delete. It says use only positive words and thoughts as they are rapidly manifesting into form. Ask the angels to cancel the effects of past negative thinking. That's the energy I'm getting as well from this past energy of this past relationship that you were in, is you both need a fresh start coming into a new union if that's what you decide. Or if you are in that solitude union and want nothing to do with your ex, there needs to be, that healing of the heart and the memories, the bad ones, learn from them, take them, but don't bring them into a new relationship. Don't bring any baggage into a new relationship. And I know that's easier said than done, Capricorn, especially when we've been so hurt. But what this card is saying is definitely cancel any of those thoughts, clear your mind, and just delete what doesn't work anymore. Because again, you're rapidly manifesting. You have that spiritual gift of manifesting at a high speed. So make sure you are keeping your thoughts positive. And then we have Ascended Master. Powerful, loving, and wise spiritual teachers are watching over you and guiding you at this time. This This is the third card. Remember we had spiritual strength. That was Spirit's message. This is super powerful because that is exactly the energy that I was trying to tell you, is you are not alone at this time. So maybe you've been calling in your ascended masters, maybe, you know, whatever your faith is, whether, you know, it's Buddha or Jesus or, you know, whatever faith you believe in, you're calling in these masters and you're being rapidly healed. I'm seeing many of you undergoing some sort of psychic, what's the word? Surgery, so to speak. It's a psychic surgery of almost like a regrowth or a taking out and putting together pieces. Maybe you thought that you've been broken, or I feel for some of you, actually, I'm getting the energy of somebody calling in their guide who I'm hearing fragmented, broken pieces. So I don't know if there's been some sort of energy work with fragmentation or putting soul pieces back together. I'm not sure. I don't know too much about that. I think it's more of a, I'm seeing a head feathers as well. So I don't know if that resonates with anyone out there, but take it as it does here. Capricorn, a lot of beautiful energy coming in. I don't think I've had such strong spiritual strength come in, double whammy. You've almost got it 3 times here, you know, with the 9 of Wands and then the Ascended Masters energy. So whatever it is that you went through in the past, I'm sending you a lot of love, because I can feel that in my heart chakra, the pain of you going through that. But just remember, again, you're not alone. So Capricorn, I hope this helps you. I hope you resonate. If so, please hit that like, subscribe, and share button. It certainly helps me, and it helps other people find me as well and resonate. But if not, totally okay. I look forward every time to reading for you and tuning in, and I'm sending you a lot of love and light. So I'll talk soon.